Will the adversarial way in which America and China are interacting have become so deeply ingrained that they will have made their trade war a habit? And if so, will that habit have made them implacable adversaries? The answer will emerge in the coming months. The two sides share no values about popular governance, social justice, or human rights, but they can forge a step-by-step plan to stop them from habituating to their substantive trade differences. Here it is in 6 steps. Step 1, extend the January 2020 Phase 1 agreement. An extension of that agreement for at least 1 year is in the interest of both countries. Thereafter, toward year-end 2021, data on the size and trajectory of the bilateral trade imbalance can determine whether the agreement needs a further extension or possibly an expansion, or whether it served its purpose. Step 2, stop financial decoupling. Conflict over inbound and outbound portfolio investment is becoming routine in the US-China trade war. It's in the interest of both countries, for the securities regulators in both countries, to collaborate on auditing procedures and standards. China cannot grow to be a pole in a multipolar world if its companies are delisted from the broadest, most liquid financial market in the world. And American investors will pour funds into overseas markets if they smell growth in Chinese stocks that they can't buy in the United States. Americans want to invest everywhere. China wants investment from everywhere. There's the common ground. Step 3, deal with TRIPS plus IP issues. To deal with TRIPS plus problems, the US and China should establish a bilateral advanced technology group. The BAT group would consist of senior IP, military, and national security decision makers, assisted by a technical staff to provide reports and recommendations, and bolstered by a legal panel for non-binding adjudicatory dispute resolution. The group would work point by point unbiasedly, strengthened in the knowledge that its American and Chinese members share a common goal. Neither wants to be ripped off blind or hacked to death by the other. And because China and the US respectively account for 23% and 12% of cross-border data flows, their collaboration can prevent the internet from fracturing into 2 different oligopolistic data spheres. Step 4, exchange plans in advance. Less unilateralism in making trade policy is necessary on both sides. A priori consultation, not fait accompli presentation, should be the lodestar. Neither America nor China alone can govern or even guide the world trading system. But they can improve trade rules for the mutual benefit via a bilateral early consultation group. The BEC group members should be senior executive and legislative branch decision makers responsible for proposing and implementing trade laws and policies. Step 5. The trade war isn't over until tariff man's tariffs are eliminated. Alas, neither side will be willing to start until the other treads the first 4 steps. So the BAT and BEC groups should be charged with certifying to Presidents Biden and Xi that the journey is well underway. If so, then why not repeal the 4 tariff waves? If the preeminent goal is to stimulate trade, America and China will do so on a last-in, first-out basis, because LIFO will peel away tariffs on the largest values of goods, waves 4 and 3. If they're still dubious about each other, then they'll use FIFO to get rid of the 4 waves of tariffs. Lastly, step 6, hedge bets. As the US and China walk together, each will worry that the other won't earnestly take all 5 steps. For America, step 6 is to re-engage in the CPTPP before China attempts to join it, negotiate a bilateral free trade agreement with Taiwan, and establish an Indian Ocean First Fleet based in Singapore. For China, step 6 is to continue broadening and deepening its integration in the same region through RCEP, which it signed on November 15, 2020. Plus through the Belt and Road Initiative. Presidents Biden and Xi will need to think laterally, outside the box and with precision so that America and China don't fall victim to the habits they've been developing.